marching bands, and a parade route glowing with pure holiday joy. There's just nothing like it. You'll see Smurfette and Grandpa Smurf, a 40-foot Daniel tiger, a giant gingerbread man, yes, really, and all the festive fun that reminds us why this season feels so special. We're also joined by some wonderful guests, Jada McLean, Sheena Shea, and rock legend Matt Sorum, Grammy-winning icon Thelma Houston, and the fabulous Machen Amick, and of course, a beautiful performance from the Changel's Choir. As a founding member of Adopt the Arts, I believe deeply in what music can do for kids and for all of us. Music builds confidence, creativity, and community spirit. It brings us all together in moments just like this. And I can't wait to share even more holiday music with you on December 15th at the Plaza Theater. It's going to be a very special night. I may not be there in person this evening, but my heart is right there with you. Keep those lights shining brightly for each other. Happy holidays, Palm Springs.
You can hear the children singing, listen to the bells, and ring-a-ling-ing, gifts of love will soon be bringing home. Families gather around the tree, boys and girls on Santa's knee, all the sounds and sights to see, wishing you the very best. Merry Christmas from NBC Palm Springs.
And now, coming to you live from downtown, this is NBC Palm Springs, presented by DAP Health.
Coachella Valley, good evening and welcome to one of the biggest nights of the year. It is the 33rd annual Festival of Lights Parade in downtown Palm Springs. Alongside me, I have Stephen Hankey and my colleague Olivia Sandusky. I don't know about you guys, aside from it smelling so festive and wonderful up here, but I'd say this is one of the biggest nights of the year, not only for NBC Palm Springs, but for the entire community together. There's going to be a lot of fun going down tonight.
One of the biggest and one of my personal favorites to be a part of, because we get to see so many of our community members out here gathered in one place, and we get to showcase a lot of skills, a lot of marching bands tonight, a lot of impressive floats. Santa Claus will be making his way down, and tonight it's very awesome to have Stephen Hankey with us, as you mentioned, from DAP Health, to talk more, fill us in about the history of some of these groups that'll be coming down.
Yeah, you know, I've spent 6 years judging this parade, and I've wanted to be sitting with both of you, and tonight's my lucky night.
Santa gave you what you asked for.
That's right.
A little bit early this year.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, this is fun. We have about, I believe, 90 to 100 participants. It floats in this parade, so there will be quite a lot of fun tonight. And to get it all started for us, we have a special group to kick things off. We have the Changel's Choir opening the 33rd annual Palm Springs Festival of Lights Parade. Take it away.
Say that I'm crazy, or call me a fool. But last night it seemed that I dreamed about you. When I opened
Stephen, you've got some information about this great group.
So this is the name used by Palm Springs Unified School District for select honor ensembles. And the kids you see here often also sing for district events, school board meetings, and community programs. So for many of them, tonight is one of their first real TV gigs. And as the opening performance, they hold a place of honor, and they never disappoint. Fun fact, choirs have opened this parade every year since the early 1990s when the first parade was broadcast.
Yeah, and I love the light-up shoes, too. They're
know,
looking
it's
great
amazing.
with the sunset here in downtown Palm Springs. Great outfits. Their voices sounded perfect. It's funny because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people lined down the street here, and everyone got quiet once the performance started because everyone wanted to listen in, and they really did a fantastic job.
All right, well, we've got a few minutes before the parade gets underway. So how's your appetite? You guys hungry at all?
Oh, always hungry.
Always hungry this time of year. We've got a local celebrity guest with us. We've got the Palm Springs Baker. If you've seen our telethons, our community events, we always have the Palm Springs Baker. I don't know if he's mic'd up right now.
Well, we can describe here. We've got some Christmas trees.
I'm not Mike, but maybe you can.
So
Get closer and let us know what'd you make for us.
And what are
Well,
these
I'm
light
the Palm
bulbs?
Springs Baker, and I brought you some goodies. I did because Palm Springs Baker love. What a night here in downtown Palm Springs, right?
Yes.
So we've got goodies for you.
all right. Are these from Minnesota?
Well, they are typically from Minnesota. You're right, Stephen. They
Little
are,
Christmas
they are.
trees.
I've been
Okay.
baking my little brains
What
out.
do you-
I think
what do
I'm
you call-
Probably about one cookie short of a full dozen.
What do you call this?
It looks like
that,
tempura.
That is a rosette. And
Okay.
all the recipes are on my website.
All right.
PalmSpringsBaker.com. So bake, bake, bake. It tis the season.
It tis
Well-
the season, and you just had a very famous celebrity guest singing in your living room.
Well, we have really fun guests. We've had Lucy Arnaz, who is such an icon out here, and her daughter, Kate Luckenbill. We had
Yep.
Andrea McCarroll lately.
What did
and
she sing for you?
She sang I Dreamed a Dream.
Oh, wow.
Oh, how
Wow.
special.
A reminder, Andrea, you can see her live, Stephen, at the Purple Room on December 12th.
I saw her last year. She's an incredible performer.
I think there's still a few tickets left.
You know, people
And
think of her.
It's a holiday show, so hey, if you haven't had enough
All
right.
tonight, my God,
Well-
this is spectacular.
Well, thank you for the
Thank
cookies.
you.
Thank you for stopping by. Merry Christmas to you
Merry
and cheers.
Christmas.
Merry
Yeah,
This is
Christmas,
giving-
Steve.
this is
The
making
Palm
me
Springs
homesick for
Baker.
Minnesota.
PalmSpringsBaker.com for more information.
Anyone
Thank
who
you.
wants to stop by and bring us festive treats is more than welcome to throughout the evening. If you're watching at home or if you're joining us on NBCPalmSprings.com, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for tuning in to the 33rd Annual Palm Springs Festival of Lights Parade. We just heard the Changles performing to get things going this evening, and we're awaiting the first group, the Palm Springs Police Department, who will get things officially started for us tonight. We've got drone shots overhead for you, as well as cameras along the parade route. So if you've got a child who's in the parade, or maybe an adult, or anyone really who's involved, we will be showcasing them tonight, and we are happy to showcase all of the Coachella Valley throughout the Festival of Lights Parade.
I don't want to give anything away, but I was able to walk down the street where they're preparing right now. You guys are going to be very excited. Everyone's getting prepared. You can tell this isn't something that starts a month ago. I mean, this is something that folks prepare for years in advance. I saw a massive helicopter that's going to be pulled on a sleigh. Even NBC Palm Springs has our own trailer. We're going to be pulling something
It's amazing.
down Palm Canyon Drive.
I got to drive someone in a parade one year, and I think what people who are watching at home don't really get to experience is the joy of hearing children of all ages, you know, wishing whoever is coming past the parade a Merry Christmas in their beautiful, beautiful voices. And that's not something you hear every day in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a fun night, and it's festive. It makes me feel like Christmas is here because, man, there have been so many festive activities happening in the Coachella Valley this week. We were just at the Palm Springs tree lighting last night at Francis Stevens Park. We watched the tree, and there were choir performances there as well. Santa and Mrs. Claus. A lot of towns have brought snow to their celebrations, La Quinta and Cathedral City as well. So we are excited. The 33rd Annual Palm Springs Festival Lights Parade getting underway there. The Palm Springs Police Department making its way by under the leadership of Chief Andy Mills. More than 100 dedicated officers proudly safeguarding this vibrant, welcoming community this evening. And man, they have this place really tight all around. You see so many officers this evening, so we thank them for the work they're doing tonight.
Yeah.
In addition to them being in this parade, they're also providing the security. So last night in the news, we did a little story on how they're preparing the safety measures. So they have meridian barriers that are set up. They even have their own drone, and they have officers up and down Palm Canyon Drive making sure that everyone enjoys themselves, but also safety is at the forefront of what they're focused on.
Yeah, it really anchors this event in that sense of community and safety that defines Palm Springs.
Yeah, I see a lot of fire out here as well tonight, a lot of first responders, emergency services, so I think everyone knows they can come out here, celebrate, and relax a little bit when they're in the big crowd. So setting the tone for a very fun night, and we can hear from where we're at right now, the marching bands making their way towards us. We're kind of in the middle of the parade route, so it takes a bit for those floats to get to us. I remember driving by, I saw a little sneak peek of Santa's float as I was making my way here, and that's the very last one, so you're going to want to stay for the entire parade tonight if you want to catch Santa Claus making his way down Palm Canyon.
And you were just mentioning the city of Palm Springs, their fire department since 1931. The Palm Springs Fire Department has stood as a pillar of protection of this community. With a proud legacy of service, these firefighters continue to train, they innovate, and they evolve to meet the needs of residents and visitors alike. Tonight, as you can see, they are rolling down Palm Canyon Drive with lights shining and hearts ready, honored to keep Palm Springs safe, not only yesterday and today, but always. Let's give them a glowing holiday welcome.
And Fire Chief Paul Alvarado there, walking by our NBC Palm Springs tent. We are very excited to have Chief Alvarado and his wife Kitty, who works for the city, used to be a reporter for us here at NBC Palm Springs, so we have known the Alvarados for a long time. And
that bus is decked out.
Yeah. Yes. The lights are gorgeous. That took some work to get that on there.
Stephen, you're not a judge this year, but how would you grade that fire truck? Keep in mind, they keep us safe.
Yeah, they keep us safe. You know, actually, everything that they've got in this parade is set. They can peel off if they need to respond to an emergency along the parade route.
Oh, very smart.
But yeah, use of lights is one of the main ways that the judges on the judging panel are going to be looking at all of the participants in tonight's parade, along with some other criteria. But I would give that a pretty high score if I was judging this year.
The Palm Springs Festival of Lights lead banner is up after this. The Palm Springs High School Spirit of the Sands as well. So the parade is fully underway here as we get our first marching band approaching us here at our NBC Palm Springs tent. Marching bands. 120 talented performers, all under the direction of Matthew Ingleson. They call it a powerhouse group that has dazzled audiences, and I can say from the few seconds we had go by us here over at the NBC Palm Springs station, it was very powerful. You can feel those drums.
You can, and they're one of the longest participating bands in this parade's history.
Up next, we have the Palm Springs High School varsity and junior varsity cheer teams. They are here to light up the parade, decked out in the festive outfits and full of hometown pride. These athletes bring high energy, teamwork, and smiles that could outshine the desert sky. Their joyful routine sets the perfect tone for a magical night along Palm Canyon Drive. Let's cheer them on as this celebration continues.
And I love the Santa hats. Everyone's very festive this evening, adjusting their uniforms to match the theme of this evening. And okay, Stephen, I know you were a judge. If I had to judge, the big helium balloons are one of my favorite parts every year because I love to watch them dip under the lights. They're about to go under Tahquitz Canyon Way there with the gingerbread boy.
Man.
He's 30 feet tall, and I love when everyone goes, oh, as it goes under and then pops back up.
Yeah. This is a street treat for everybody watching along the parade route, of course. But this is, you know, Palm Springs has its own mini Macy's balloon lineup, and this is the first one we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, we should have a few making its way through. The Deepwell Estates you saw carrying this balloon. Different communities typically carry our large helium balloons, and here he goes. The Gingerbread Man's about to rise up under the lights.
It's the Gingerbread Ascension live for you here on Palm Canyon Drive. And he's dressed very festive as well. He's got a nice little vest on him, got a bow tie I saw, some heart buttons.
You know, one of the great traditions about this parade is these balloons are handled by the neighborhood associations, this one Deepwell Estates, but you've got to get a large number of your neighbors together to get a great balloon like the Gingerbread Man, because this one takes over 20 handlers, and so if the association doesn't get along, you're going to get a smaller balloon.
Thank goodness the wind is cooperating too tonight, because I could only imagine how difficult it is to operate one of those without conditions that would be considered somewhat harsh. But they're doing a great job tonight.
But they're spinning it around. You can see it in the drone.
And that takes a little bit of coordination.
It does.
You know, you got to get everybody in line. Up next here, we see Palm Springs Mayor and Council making their way through, largely responsible for helping to put on this beautiful 33rd Annual Festival of Lights Parade. Their float looks great, decked out with a Christmas tree and lights. We've got Mayor Rhonda Hart, District 4 Mayor Pro Tem Naomi Soto, Council members David Reddy, District 5 Grace Garner, District 1, and Jeffrey Bernstein from District 2 as well. So City Manager Scott Stiles also joining the group this year. So there's the Palm Springs City Council.
Now, Olivia, do you notice the scarves that they're wearing?
Yes.
Stephen Henke has got the 4-in-1.
I've got
Can
the
you tell us about the
4-in-1.
scarf?
Yeah, every year the city produces its own official scarf, and it's given out to VIPs, dignitaries, of course, anybody judging the parade, and they just happened to give me one again this year, which I'm thrilled to have.
Very nice, a little commemorative.
All right, in just a moment, you are going to be seeing Assembly Member Greg Wallace. You can see his truck right there, joining us tonight to celebrate the season with the Palm Springs community. He sends warm wishes for a holiday filled with joy, safety, and bright moments shared with loved ones. Assembly Member Wallace is proud to serve this region. He remains committed to practical solutions that strengthen neighborhoods and make life more affordable for families across the Coachella Valley. Happy holidays from Assembly Member Greg Wallace. And he's not misbehaving this holiday season, because we might have someone who is.
Yeah, I think we have somebody trying to steal Christmas here at the NBC Palm Springs table. We have the Grinch stopping by for the Festival of Lights Parade. If we can show the table, we've got the Grinch. This is some dedication you've got here. He can't talk. I think the mouth is sealed shut. But Merry Christmas to you, Grinch. We hope your heart grows 3 sizes this year. And say hi to Max for us. Enjoy the parade.
Always nice to see the Grinch, or maybe not.
Full costume.
Depending on how you look at Christmas.
It was nice seeing Desiree, Greg's wife, with him. They met in high school. They were high school sweethearts.
Oh, very nice. Next marching band up, Raymond Cree Middle School Desert Treasure. They are under the direction of Eduardo Contreras, color guard leadership of Cynthia Sierra Alaya and Stephanie Suarez. Drum major Grace Gorzin and assistant drum major Taylor Frazier. They lead their 2025 program featuring Matadors of Cree, Hosts of Freedom, and Festival of Lights. Let's listen in.
Their instrumental program feeds directly into the Spirit of the Sands at Palm Springs High School, so we're watching the next generation of that powerhouse group.
We have a number of fabulous marching bands here in the Coachella Valley, and it is so fun whether it's the Veterans Day Parade or the Festival of Lights Parade, when we get to showcase them. Because I don't think, a lot of people get to experience high school marching bands once you graduate. So it's fun to bring that back, kind of brings you back to your youth.
Now, we did the Gingerbread Man. You guys ready for a penguin? Because this is the drum major penguin coming all the way. And I know it was tough to get here tonight because of the traffic, but this penguin came all the way from the North Pole. Here is Mr. Majestic, the drum major penguin.
And they always position this right after or before a band to give it a sense of its direction. And if you watch the handlers, usually what they try to do is a fun little waddle to entertain the audience.
As you're mentioning, there are 10 handlers guiding him today. They're giving this penguin a big and joyful holiday cheer. And if it couldn't get cuter than a penguin, how about a French bulldog inside of a G-Wagon there?
Oh yeah, I think they're about to see it in just a second. I think anytime you incorporate dogs with Christmas, it's going to be a winner. If we had a miniature float judgment, I think maybe that little, is that a French bulldog?
It looked like a French.
He might take it home. Yeah, very sweet. Hopefully he gets a lot of great treats and toys under his stocking, under the tree this year. Desert Valley Dynasty Cheer making their way through with some Mariah Carey for us. They're under the direction of Kayla Huerta. This powerhouse team represents the Valley with pride, passion, and unstoppable energy, which we're getting a sneak peek at right now. They're known for their spirit, their teamwork, and their dazzling performances. And right behind them, the Indio High School Pride of the Desert Marching Band and Color Guard.
This is led by drum major Dante Cobian. This talented ensemble proudly represents the city of Indio at events across Southern California. The dedication, musicianship, and school spirit shine with every performance. Let's give a big holiday shout out to their director of bands, Dr. John Freeman, and cheer on the Pride of the Desert as they light up tonight's parade. So, Stephen, we saw some of the lights on the fire truck.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing lights on some of the instruments. That's got to give some added detail to the judges, right?
Yeah, the judges love this because they're sitting there and they're going through all these criteria. So anytime you get some kind of an excitement, it really perks it up. But you know, Indio is one of the oldest high schools, and this band has been a consistent presence in this parade for many, many years. And Pride of the Desert reflects Indio's identity as the city of festivals. So they take a lot of pride of place.
And speaking of lights, we have a pretty groovy car making its way down Palm Canyon right now. We have celebrity Grand Marshal Shiana Shea, who's riding down Palm Canyon. She's known for her longtime role on Vanderpump Rules, and her vibrant personality brings sparkle wherever she goes. So tonight, she's helping us light up the Festival of Lights Parade, looks like with her family in tow. So thank you for being here.
It's great because there's several community grand marshals. There's a grand marshal. We had some nice introductions as well, like from Jane Lynch. So it's great to see these people who are, you know, they have faces that are recognized not only in Palm Springs but around the world, and it's so nice to see them donate their time to our community.
And her podcast has got one of my favorite names, Shenanigans with Sheena Shea.
That's it.
So
that's a good iteration.
Extra points for that.
And we're excited to introduce the rest of the Grand Marshals this evening as they make their way through. And up next, the Indio High School dance team will be giving us a performance showcasing what they've been working on all year long. As it's not just about the marching bands tonight, it's also about those who shake the pom-poms and give us all those dance moves. They're led by coaches Rob Reinhagen and Crystal Uribe. These talented dancers have been training hard, preparing for regional and national competitions.
Stephen, as you see these dancers performing, I'm noticing high socks, low socks, high top boots, low top sneakers.
Yeah.
What's your pick? What's your judgment there?
I don't know if I'm going to judge the sneakers. They've got a long way to walk, so I think comfort is top of mind.
That's a good call there. All right. In next, we are going to be seeing the Relentless Royals All-Star Team, a powerhouse program representing the Coachella Valley with athletes from cities across the region. Now in their second year, the Royals wrapped up their debut season with championship titles and a first-place finish at state, so congratulations to them. They're known for things like their high-energy routines, packed with attitude, sass, and precision. They've quickly grown from one team to now three. I'm seeing, in fact, even more. Proudly wearing black and royal blue, this squad brings sparkle everywhere they go.
Even the bows are lighting up. Attention to detail there. They got a great round of applause from the grandstand here, which is just off of Tahquitz Canyon Way. I do want to point out again, the streets are lined tonight with festival and parade goers. I mean, it is as far as the eye can see, and several people deep here along Palm Canyon. So thank you to everyone who showed up this evening, or if you're joining us on NBC Palm Springs to watch. What a fabulous evening, and the weather really cooperating tonight.
I'd say it was definitely warmer than last year. And to what you were saying, normally, I mean, we'll get the official count from officials when it's done, but I'd have to imagine there's more than 100,000, if not 200,000 people lining the street tonight. It is packed this evening.
Yeah, one of the most popular events out here. And we have coming up next the Snowmen Push Float. 2 skating snowmen gliding alongside the crowd, spreading frosty smiles and winter magic. At the center stands a giant red and white ornament, as you can see, the happy holidays all along. So a very fun, festive one here. We don't see too many of these static floats come through, so it's really cool. It kind of feels a little old school.
This is an old school float. The maneuverability of the push floats, it lets it maneuver the streets in a better way, but also gives it a little bit more mobility than the floats would have. So
traditional and sweet is what I would call that.
Must take a lot to put that together, though, too. Every single inch matters. Everything from the curtain on the floor to the tires, even to the folks that are pushing that stuff. So it's great to see that. We saw people standing on top of the last float. I think that was the Palm Springs City Council. So it's nice to see those objects and ornaments.
Yeah, we have a wide variety here. Now, in years past, Stephen, have you been impressed by the NBC Palm Springs car that goes through? Because I'll tell you something, it takes a lot of work. Our photographer, Eddie Luna, puts weeks of work into that. And every year he's like, I'm not doing this again next year. It was way too much work. And you know what? Every year he does it again.
I can tell you, we always give NBC a 10 when you roll by at the judges panel.
Thank you.
And we always give you a big, loud scream.
Eddie was at our office till midnight last night, if not longer. So I'm waiting to see that. All right, the beat goes on. Marching band is what you're looking at tonight. Get ready. This band is lighting up Palm Canyon Drive. This international award-winning all-adult marching band from Portland, Oregon is famous for its upbeat attitude, audience-friendly performances, and high-energy, brassy sound, promising more smiles per mile. They've performed across the United States, Canada, and around the world, delighting crowds wherever they go. It's great to see them here. Tonight, they're here to spread joy, rhythm, and pure holiday fun. Let's give them a big Festival of Lights welcome.
Yeah, their mission is to keep marching band culture alive for adults, to have all the fun and none of the regimentation. You can see why they not only play in America but internationally as well. They sounded terrific. Congratulations to
I
them.
love it too, the all-adult traveling marching band. I think it's so fun because you don't have to stop once you're out of high school doing things that you love, and when there's opportunities. We have a lot of older adults in the Coachella Valley, and I know a lot of them want to stay connected. That's a fabulous way to do that.
All right, let's give a big holiday welcome. Who do we have here? Is this Toro Canyon Middle School?
It is.
This cheer squad?
This is the color guard, yes.
Is it the cheer squad or color guard?
It looks like we have both with us tonight. Cheer is right in front, and then color guard following up right behind them. Cheer team has some Christmas lights all wrapped around them.
It's always great to see them. They are bursting with spirit, bright smiles. These young athletes are here to spread cheer along Palm Canyon Drive. Teamwork, energy, and festive is what moves to match the season. They proudly represent their school and their community. Tonight, they want to wish you and your family a wonderful, joyful holiday season. Let's cheer on the Toro Canyon Aces Cheer.
20th entry in the parade this evening. As a reminder, we have 93 tonight, so we're just about a quarter of the way through, and it has been fabulous so far. Love the flags there, the color guard team twirling them around, making their way down Palm Canyon. And their antlers, too. Very cute.
So, Stephen, what do you look for the most? Are you looking for a float? Are you looking for a marching band? What excites you this holiday season?
Yeah, when you're sitting on the judges panel, I mean, what you're looking for is you're looking for excitement. You're really looking for who is having the most fun. I mean, honestly, because it becomes infectious. The crowd responds to that. The kids, obviously, you're not going to give a bad score to kids.
Yeah, speaking of fun and having some infectious energy, the Palm Springs Indians youth football and cheerleaders, they're doing their cheers, making their way down. This remarkable program teaches young athletes about the meaning of hard work, dedication, and perseverance through two dynamic sports, football and cheerleading. Oh, you've got the little uniforms there, so adorable, but tough, very tough.
Right. Yeah. I'm even seeing some shoulder pads.
Yeah.
So it's good they're bringing the game to the parade.
You never know, Mark, when you're going to need to drop, tackle and drop a shoulder safely, of course.
Right.
Looks like we've got Lilo and Stitch coming behind them. I think they're with the Palm Springs Indians.
I was not able to see that movie, but I'm told it's terrific. Did you see it?
I only remember the original cartoon, Lilo and Stitch. But oh yeah, look more.
Yeah, they're still
more
part of it.
Players with Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Very sweet. Also, I want to add a quick note. Eddie, our photographer, is listening. He said he has to say his wife Myra also helped with the lights, and we can't forget.
Got it.
Happy wife.
He doesn't want to get in
life.
trouble. So.
Yeah.
Eddie knows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as you mentioned, about a quarter of the way through, and I could sit here all night. This is so fun watching these performers. I mean, as we talked about, it's not just today. I mean, this is something that takes 365 days. They prep all year. They put their heart and soul into it. And how lucky are we to showcase what they have to offer?
Yes. And speaking of offer, more drum skills coming behind them. This is a very large group. We'll listen in to the percussion for just a little bit here. And they sound fantastic. They just got the crowd going over here by Tockwitz Canyon.
Yep. You're looking now at Hammer Fire Truck rolling in with lights blazing, bells ringing. Here comes the Hammer Fire Truck, spreading holiday cheer the safe way. This bright red beauty is a reminder that the season shines even more colorful when we celebrate responsibly. So as the festivities continue tonight, the crew reminds everyone to enjoy a very Merry Christmas and keep fire safety top of mind this holiday season. Let's give them a warm wave. That's the Hammer Fire Team. And it's nice. I believe that's the second installation of the firefighting family that's made an appearance here at the Festival of Lights Parade.
We have a beautiful tradition on display here. This is the Baile Folklorico Cruzando Tierras. Their outfits are absolutely gorgeous with the colors and the lights. They imagine school students ensemble. It's dedicated to preserving and celebrating the rich traditions of Mexican culture, founded 4 years ago by Profe Cervantes. This talented group features dancers from 2nd through 8th grade who train with discipline, pride, and corazon. So with their heart, they perform at school and community events across the Coachella Valley, and they recently earned first place at a Dia de los Muertos competition, and you can see why.
Yes.
Those dresses, Stephen, the folklorico dresses, it's so great to see that. It speaks to how much time they put into it, but it really speaks to their heritage and their culture as well.
Yeah, it's so central to our region, and to see it celebrated, it's important.
A lot of our local high schools have Baile Folklorico programs, and it's great. We always like to stop by and cover when they're doing something, some performances for the public. Our Lady of Solitude, with, I believe, a live singer and band behind them.
Yeah. Now this float is tied to both Advent and Christmas. And of course, it's a Catholic parish located in Coachella, underscoring the interconnectedness of our valley communities.
Appropriate for the Christmas season, of course, when we talk about Our Lady of Solitude.
This is a beautiful float.
Beautiful.
It's nice to see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I really appreciate the floral arrangements around the top of that.
Really stunning and unique. Different from some of the other floats that we've seen go through this evening.
All right, up next, Riverside Polytechnic High School Marching Band and Color Guard. Festival of Lights proudly presents them as they make their way down Palm Canyon Drive. Led tonight by drum major Simon Thrush, this outstanding ensemble is guided by directors Arwin Hernandez, Tate Kinsella, and Sean Hartman. Let's listen in for just a second. Just some of the songs they're singing or playing to: Joy to the World, Good King, When Ceslas, and also Hark the Herald Angels Sing. That's arranged by Paul Lavender.
Yeah.
Let's give a Riverside Poly a bright holiday welcome here to the Coachella Valley.
Riverside Poly, it's one of Inland Empire's oldest high schools, and this is one of the most competitive, polished ensembles we're going to see in the parade tonight.
They're kind of giving Grinch a little bit with the green feathers and the green uniform. I also love the color guard with that candy cane.
Yeah.
Really fabulous work, and we thank them for coming from Riverside. It's always fun when we have groups from outside of the Coachella Valley joining in our holiday celebration. We usually have a few that come from Arizona or from Northern California, and it's a fun way for them to not only showcase their skills, but for us to welcome them in. No place like the Coachella Valley in December.
Absolutely, and it really underscores how important this parade is, that people travel this far.
All right, are you guys...
We're ready for the next inflatable. We have the Tahquitz River Estates neighborhood with the Snickerdoodle ornament. Is that Snickerdoodle the reindeer?
It looks like it.
Is that what we're calling this? It looks like an ornament to me. Yes, the Snickerdoodle ornament. Going under the lights there, making its way up. Snickerdoodle flies with her brothers and sisters on Christmas Eve at the North Pole and bakes pies with Mrs. Claus. I have never heard the tale of Snickerdoodle. I only know Dasher and Prancer and Donner and you know the rest of them. 10 feet tall, Snickerdoodle ornament floats with 8 helpers. A delicious holiday treat.
All right, we've already seen one of our community grand marshals, and we're going to see one of the next ones. We have Jada McLean, and it's so great to see Jada, not only here on television for you, Stephen, but just, I believe it was last night, or if not 2 nights ago, our Tiani Jadalan, one of our reporters, did a perfect piece on explaining why she's here at the festival. I believe Olivia started with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, but it really started back at Palm Springs High School.
Yeah, she went to Palm Springs High School, and Tiani actually went to elementary school with her, so it was a fun connection to talk about her. She lives in Texas now, comes back to the Coachella Valley frequently, but she's also a standout member of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, a star of Netflix's hit series America's Sweetheart. And I know she fought a lot to get more pay for the cheerleaders as well, so she's an advocate. Obviously stunning, gorgeous, and really the whole package.
Yeah.
That's got to be something, though. You know, you start locally, you make your way out to Texas. What a stage that is, America's football team. But it's how nice it is to come back to Palm Springs and
be celebrated by your community.
Yeah, never forget where you came from, as they say.
We can't forget the Coachella Valley Firebirds, One Valley Foundation. Their float includes Fuego. You also see some broadcasters there. I believe we have Gino Lamont on the float. You may remember him here from NBC Palm Springs, host of hockey, Coachella Valley. So their flow is pretty fantastic. Obviously, they've only been in a few years because the hockey team is newer here to the Coachella Valley, but they have really dazzled with that one.
Yeah, and you can see on the back of it, it says hockey is for everyone, because one of One Valley Foundation's main goals is to expand access to hockey.
I believe the Firebirds are on a road trip right now, so we wish them the best, even if they're not in the Coachella Valley this evening. All right, we are going to go dancing with Miss Lindsay. Get ready to be dazzled by Dance with Miss Lindsay impromptu dancers from right here in Palm Springs. This vibrant studio offers ballet, they have tap, they have hip hop, and they have jazz for dancers. You can start up young, 16 months all the way to adult. Proving, I know, 16 months. Hey, you got to start them early, right? If you want to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, you got to start dancing early.
Absolutely.
Proving it's never too early or too late to fall in love with dance. Tonight, these performers bring passion, precision, and pure holiday joy to the parade route. Let's give the impromptu dancers a big festive cheer as they dance on by.
And behind them is Cupcake, another inflatable 15 feet tall, 1,500 cubic feet of helium. A sugar delight this holiday, and really handled that street light without a problem.
We talked about Snickerdoodle and Cupcake. Is the parade trying to tell us something? Are you guys ready for a snack? I mean, we have the Palm Springs Baker here.
Well, food-themed inflatables have always been in this parade, and they are the most photographed and the most shared on social media. So you're going to see a lot of people posting pictures with this in the background.
Sweets helps, right? You don't want to do a quiche, like a floating quiche.
Exactly right.
If we listen in, we can hear the Palm Springs Air Museum pipe band, although you don't have to listen too hard because the pipes are very loud. That's Pipe Major Robert Heggie for the Palm Springs Air Museum.
We could talk so much about the Palm Springs Air Museum tonight. Olivia, I know you did a lot of reports involving them and some of their members. And Stephen, we're going to be there at the Air Museum tomorrow as well.
We're going to be there. You're going to be walking in another fundraiser for Animal Samaritans.
Yeah, that will be so much fun. And that's, that goes, I think it's at 11 o'clock, right? You guys will be there.
Absolutely.
Celebrating and raising money for spay and neuter services in the Coachella Valley as well, which is great. The Air Museum, they're right behind their pipe band. They're celebrating their 30th anniversary here in the Coachella Valley next year. They are, if you enjoy learning about history or learning about different conflicts, different wars, you like to see vintage aircraft, different vintage Jeeps or automobiles, you have to stop by the Palm Springs Air Museum. It's like, it's living history there, and Fred Bell has really done a fantastic job of curating a really impressive museum.
Now, this was the sneak peek I was telling the two of you about. That helicopter. Talk about a decked out ornament for the holiday season. Stephen, I don't mean to be biased, but that would get top prize for me.
I think that could get a top prize, but you know, on a serious note, their participation, it really honors veterans, and it ties this parade to aviation history, which is so important in the Valley.
That is Fred Bell right there, by the way, dressed up as Santa Claus. Hello, Fred. That's amazing. What do you got there, Fred? A Boeing Ranger is what Fred tells us, is that helicopter. Oh, it's just so special to see. They have so many fabulous aircraft.
It is blinged out.
Do you have a favorite part about the Air Museum? Because I know you did a lot of, you spoke to veterans there, you did a couple reports. What draws you to the Air Museum most?
Spoke to, you know what draws me the most is their volunteers and their docents. They have some who fought in World War II. They're 100 years old. They show up every day. They still are active. They fix aircraft. They're engineers. They're incredible. I love their aircraft too. C-47 on display there is, if you like vintage aircraft, you have to stop by. But the people is what makes it.
I can tell you another group of people who show up. That is the Desert Care Network, true beacon of care throughout the Coachella Valley and High Desert, with campuses across the region. I see them everywhere I drive. They have a mission grounded in quality, compassion, innovation, integrity, and transparency. Desert Network serves families at every stage of life, from our tiniest newborns to our cherished seniors. Tonight, they celebrate the season with the same dedication they show every day.
And with the Desert Care Network, we have La Quinta Mayor Linda Evans, who's, I believe she's on the board. She holds a position with Desert Care Network, and she was just grabbing a picture of us over here at NBC Palm Springs. Linda's always a great person to talk to about our Coachella Valley community.
This is one of the longest entries in the parade at 55 feet, including 50 participants.
And they've got that historic
El Mirador Tower.
Yes, El Mirador Tower, which, if you know the history of the KMIR, we were for El Mirador, and that's where we first originally started broadcasting.
El Mirador Hotel, right?
Yep, KMIR.
All right. Coachella Valley, the Derby Girls. Look out, here come the Coachella Valley Derby Girls, the Valley's one and only full contact roller derby team. I don't know if you guys have ever been on skates, specifically roller skates, but when you add full contact into the equation, oh my gosh. really makes you appreciate the athletic ability of those performers right there. These fearless athletes played their home games at the Palm Springs Air Museum. It's great to talk about them again and represent cities across the region. By day, though, they're nurses, their accountants, their teachers, but by night they transform into fierce competitors on 8 wheels, giving their blood, sweat, and plenty of attitude to dominate the derby track.
I would love that if I had a nurse or a teacher who said, oh, I got to go later. I have a full contact derby game tonight. I think I would really put some trust in them. They know what they're doing.
Well, it takes some courage to go down the street, too. You can hit a stone and fall down.
The Rancho Mirage High School Band, a lot of performers right here. They're under the direction of Mark Winan, led by their drum majors. It's a talented ensemble, a relatively new program, but they're already making their mark with numerous awards in both concert and marching competitions.
So we have Mika Bitritsky, Rosalind Beiranu, and Sofia Navarro-Diaz. That's who's leading this talented ensemble tonight through a relatively new program. So it's always interesting to hear when you've got a big audience here, a new program. That's got to put a little bit of added stress, but they seem to be delivering just fine.
Yeah. Well, Rancho Mirage is one of the newer Valley high schools.
And right behind them, Papa Smurf and Smurfette bringing a little blue, blue, blue to our Christmas. They are joining the holiday fun, sparkle and style, adding a touch of storybook magic to our parade, the Smurfettes.
Aside from the cars that the community grand marshals have been in, I believe that's the first decorated car I've seen. And it's delivering, right, Stephen?
It's absolutely delivering, and it's not easy to decorate these cars because the lights fall off so easily.
And the Smurf fun doesn't stop. Check this out.
Here we go.
40-foot balloon, a 40-foot Smurf, which sounds a little bit like an oxymoron, but 32 handlers guiding her.
With high heels on.
Yeah. This is going to be one of the more labor-intensive inflatables in the parade tonight, with the most handlers.
Of all the balloons I've seen, though, this one has garnered the most cheers.
Yeah.
And for good reason. It looks like they have the most handlers.
They do.
And she's dressed the part as well.
And has to be one of the tallest. Oh, and her hand moves. They can coordinate different.
This group of handlers is doing an amazing job. I can say that the judges are going to go crazy when they see this.
Look at her waving at the crowd. That is impressive.
This gives the feel and the scale of the Macy's Day Parade.
Yes. Hello, thank you. We got a shout out from the Smurf team.
A Smurf shout out.
That made my night.
So from the Smurfs, we are going to turn to the National Alliance of Filipino Americans, Inc., founded all the way back in 2010. Proudly serving the Coachella Valley community, this nonprofit organization promotes cultural awareness, empowerment, and programs that help Filipino Americans maximize life's opportunities. Their dedication extends beyond the Valley. They also support free medical and dental outreach, both locally and in the Philippines, so it's important to know where you came from and to give back. Tonight they celebrate unity, service, and the joy of the season. Let's give them a warm Festival of Lights welcome. It's nice to celebrate and we have some homegrown Filipino heritage at NBC Palm Springs, but it's nice to know there's a big diversity here in the Coachella Valley.
Well, that's one of my favorite things about this parade is you have so many different small, medium, and large-scale groups coming out, showing their sense of pride of place and their heritage and their culture, and sharing it with all of us.
All right. You guys ready to be welcome to the jungle? Hope you saw what I did there. Okay.
We got it.
Got the drummer for Guns N' Roses, Matt Sorum, as one of our celebrity guest stars this evening. He participated last year, too, if you know Matt, with his work with local schools here in the Coachella Valley, trying to bring music and arts to our Valley students, which is really an important program. And it has been so popular. It's taken off over the years. And I think you've got some students joining him this evening to showcase what they've learned. It seems like he has just loved giving back. I look at him, he looks like a total rock star up on his float. He's loved giving back, and the students have loved learning from him. It's not every day you get to say, hey, I took a class or a program with somebody who was a rock and roll star.
Yeah.
Our Pablo Alcina spoke to him at the lighting of the tree at Francis Stevens Park, so it's great to hear from him. He talked about how much he loves his community. But Stephen, that camel hair suit, it's speaking.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And they've paired it with the Shangles, who opened the parade. So it really underlines the message that when communities invest in arts, kids get big stages.
That program he runs, Adopt the Arts, and yeah, you can see from the size of the group with us, it's been a really just received extremely well here in the Coachella Valley. Happy holidays, and the kids are very sweet. They're all wishing us very happy holidays. So mom and dad, if you have a Changle in the group tonight, you should be very proud of them.
Absolutely.
They're very, very kind, very well-mannered, and very, very talented.
Opened the parade for us, making a full circle moment as they march down Palm Canyon Drive. It's great to see them. How about Think Together, Cielo Vista Charter? We're proud to welcome them to the Festival of Lights Parade. Think Together provides a safe, supportive space for students from TK through high school across Palm Springs Unified School District. With programs in Palm Springs, Cathedral City, and Desert Hot Springs, they empower young learners to grow, shine, and succeed. Tonight, these talented performers bring spirit, teamwork, and pure holiday joy to this parade route. Let's cheer them on.
And Stephen, we want to thank DAP Health for being a sponsor of this event, as well as Hollywood Drones. They're providing all the drone shots this evening. And why is it important to DAP to be involved with groups and events like this?
You know, one of DAP Health's visions is that all people will be seen, heard, and affirmed. And I can't think of a better way to do that than watching the broadcast of this parade on NBC Palm Springs.
Well said, Stephen. We've got the Stagg High School Royal Marching Brigade behind them. Oh, I want to listen into this one. It's already powerful. Performers from outside of the Coachella Valley. Stagg High School's in Stockton. They're under the direction of Jaron Robinson, an accomplished ensemble that embodies musical excellence, discipline, and deep school pride. So thank you for bringing that pride right here to Palm Springs. That was a wonderful performance.
Absolutely.
Of all the bands that I've heard, that one got me moving the most.
Yeah.
So give credit to them. I mean, they're all terrific, but that one really brought the number. All right, let's welcome in Miss Senior California 2025. That is Holly Kenley. Locally, Rancho Mirage, known as the Age of Elegance, celebrates the dignity, maturity, and inner beauty of women ages 60 and over. Holly shares that being crowned has been an incredible honor, but the greatest joy has come from meeting people and bringing them joy. Tonight, she shines with grace, heart, and holiday spirit. Let's give Holly Kenley a warm Festival of Lights welcome.
The spirited Saul Martinez Aces team tonight, they're representing their cheer squad, their mini cheer team, their drum line, and their color guard. Looks like we've got a little army of elves here showcasing their talent and dedication. From booming beats to bright pom-poms and graceful flag work, this group brings energy and excitement every step of the way, and they're going to stop here to do a little performance for us at Palm Canyon and Talkwitz Canyon, and we are loving their energy.
Stephen, the diversity of colors is something I'm noticing.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, this is, every school has its own personality, and they bring it for this parade.
All right, so almost at the halfway point. Are you guys satisfied? Because
I think this is one of the better parades we've seen.
I think so too, but I could keep watching this. This is really exciting to see these folks and all this hard work and determination, the year-round struggle that it must be to make these floats and to learn these routines. It's just great to see all this work pay off for these performers.
Yeah, they were float 46 out of our 93, and really it has been very smooth so far, and the performances have been fantastic. Speaking of, the wintry ornament is following along. I think this may be one of our last balloon. Oh, we have a few balloons left, so if that's your favorite part, stick
Okay.
around. This ornament is 12 feet tall. It's guided by 8 helpful or cheerful helpers, I should say. The ornament tradition began in the 1800s when fruit, nuts, or handcrafted treats were used to decorate early Christmas trees, and ever since they've evolved into beautiful ornaments that we see today. And they're doing a wonderful job spinning this wintry ornament all around. They're getting the crowd going.
I think this neighborhood association's making their neighborhood very proud tonight. I've
Yes.
not seen anybody putting as much enthusiasm and spinning a balloon tonight as this particular neighborhood.
Did you guys have Christmas trees or holiday trees set up in your house right now?
I do not.
You do not.
I do. We got ours up last weekend. It's all decorated. I added lights to the front of the house too. And you know what? I got most of my holiday shopping done today.
Oh,
so
wow.
Overachiever.
I just
Yeah,
checked your box.
absolutely.
It's not like me to do. That is a little uncharacteristic. But okay, we've got to mention the next group coming here. Enough about me. It's time to talk about the rest of the NBC Palm Springs team and our Univision Palm Springs team, our sister station. We love all of the work that I mentioned, Eddie and Myra, and you said they were there till midnight last night. This is why. Check out how amazing, we may be biased, but our NBC float looks this year. And hey, Jerry Steffen riding along as well with his several light ornament necklaces.
So we have Myra and we have Eddie driving the vehicle.
Oh, and Manny the movie guy's here.
Well, Manny, come
Oh,
over here.
Manny's
Come
always
over
the
here,
one
Manny.
yelling.
Merry
It's
Christmas,
not a holiday
Manny.
celebration.
Are you having fun tonight?
Yes, it's my annual exercise.
Oh, you're,
Your walk down Palm Canyon, get your steps in. Well, you were looking very festive. Do you have your holiday shopping done yet?
Not yet.
Did you get us something?
Well,
Oh.
and it'll come in 3 weeks after the holiday.
After
Perfect.
the holidays. Perfect, Manny. Have fun.
Merry Christmas,
Happy
you
holidays. Merry
guys.
Christmas.
Manny the movie guy. No one does it
Yeah.
better.
And I love her snow.
Wow,
have
that's
snow
new
there.
this year. Snow machine coming out of the NBC car.
in addition to snow, you have Sandy Claus riding in your float. Of course, Ethelina Can.
Jerry Steffen. Whoa,
Oh,
Jerry
did he
Steffen
throw
just
some-
threw a snowball at us.
And
Oh,
Thalia
that's
Hayden
amazing.
joining us as well. Sandy Claus, Thalia Hayden, Jerry Steffen. You know, you can really see why our crew has been there past midnight. They
Yeah.
really decked the halls with that float right there.
We are
Terrific
fortunate
job.
that they stay and put all that work. And we have a very fun team over at NBC Palm Springs. If you ever see us smiling or laughing with each other, it's because it happens all the time at our studios, and we have a good time. And we hope it translates on air, that we all genuinely enjoy working with each other.
It's always nice to get some holy support by NBC Palm Springs. Gently making its way down Palm Canyon Drive is the beautiful float from St. Teresa, offering a heartfelt reminder of the true meaning of the holiday season with peaceful lights, timeless symbols, and a message rooted in Christian tradition. This float reflects the spirit of love, hope, and compassion that many hold dear during the holiday season. As it glides by, may its quiet grace and warmth bring comfort, reflection, and hope to everyone gathered here tonight.
Looks like we have a performance from the Coachella Valley High School EXLP dance team coming up too. It should be very fun. They're directed by Sarah Rojas and Juliana Martinez. It's a group of 45 dancers shining at local events, including the East Valley Dance Project and Open Call at the McCallum Theater. They were named the 2025 finalists. So we're about to see a really great
Wow.
performance. I also want to mention before they get started, they
Right.
were in a flash mob on Dancing with the Stars. They've earned presidential awards at the Riverside County Fair. So a very decorated group.
I'm excited to see them perform. Nice to see that with Dancing with the Stars as another season just wrapped up.
Yeah.
Here they go.
looks so easy, but I came downtown early tonight, and this group ran through this performance 5 times.
Really?
Practicing it in their everyday clothes.
And those bleachers there, they have a great seat. They get to watch the whole
Sure do.
performance.
It's great that we have a drone here at NBC Palm Springs as well to showcase how amazing this is.
Yep.
Look at that shot
Oh,
right
how
there.
fun. They're getting the crowd
Okay.
going.
I was thinking the Rockettes, and they're mirroring that quite well.
You know, and a lot of years we get the tap dancing Christmas trees as well performing.
Right.
That's always a fun sight. They're kind of making me remember those performances.
And their rehearsal paid off. That was a
Yes.
perfect
A
performance.
big finish, full of a confetti popper end there. So fun. We're so glad that they were here and performed for us tonight at the 33rd Annual Festival of Lights Parade. If you're just joining us, you've missed a little bit of the fun, but still about half of the parade to go here, and it has been a wonderful night. If you'd like to rewatch it, you can always catch it on NBC Palm Springs. We have it streaming on our Facebook page, so if your child's float went through or your high school band performed, check out our streaming page, and you can always rewind it and watch them be a shining star.
And on that note, let's say hi to the people watching live on our Facebook and on
Yeah.
NBCPalmSprings.com. We haven't forgotten about you.
No, we have not. Thank you for being here and from joining wherever you are across the country. And let's also thank the Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians for taking part in the parade as well tonight. We have Miss Agua Caliente, Sophia Alvarado, honoring a proud heritage and a vibrant future. Sophia carries the traditions, values, and cultural spirit of the Agua Caliente community as she travels along tonight's parade route. Her role celebrates leadership, community service, and the beauty of sharing culture with people from across the Coachella Valley. The Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians, of course, a very important part of the Palm Springs area history.
Stephen, you were talking about celebrating diversity, and I think
Yes.
that's just a good example of what you were talking about. Regardless of the culture, you're going to be celebrated here.
Yeah, and it's important to remember that they've been here for thousands and thousands of years, and they are the history of the valley.
And they're the biggest landowners in Palm Springs, too. A lot of this land is
Yep.
theirs.
Excited to celebrate the New Year's with them. All right, joy to the world ornament. Here comes our beautiful ornaments lighting up the parade with festive holiday color. Ornament traditions began all the way back in the 1800s when fruit and nuts would hang from evergreen branches, symbolize the return of life in spring. Over time, paper streamers, shiny foil, and gingerbread joined the celebration, creating the classic decorations that we love today. Each Joy of the World ornament stands 12 feet tall. 8 helpful people are helping with those ornaments, giving these dazzling ornaments a joyful holiday welcome. Olivia, do you have a favorite ornament that's up on your tree right now?
A favorite ornament. You know, we've collected a few. My grandma every year used to give me one ornament per year. So I'd say anything my grandma gave me kind of gives me that nostalgic feeling.
Yes.
Always love to have the holidays bring you back to your past, right?
That's the best part about unpacking the
Yeah.
ornaments every year is remembering where they came from.
Yes. The Valle del Sol Elementary EXLP drumline representing the CVUSD after-school programs. This is an award-winning group. It performs under the direction of Mr. Enrique Martinez, who has led them to numerous honors and standout performances, which is what we're getting here tonight. Some unique instruments in that group that we haven't seen so far.
I was going to say, the marching xylophones, that's a first for tonight.
Marching xylophone. I didn't even know that was an option, but it sounds great.
Sounds amazing.
Hey, let's welcome in another special guest star, Thelma Houston. If the name sounds familiar, there's reason for that. A Grammy Award-winning Motown legend, a powerhouse vocalist whose career has inspired audiences around the world. Best known for her iconic #1 hit, Don't Leave Me This Way. Thelma earned a Grammy for Best R&B Vocal Performance, became an international sensation, also a semifinalist on Fox's The Masked Singer. As the clock, she continues to shine across music, film, and television. A passionate humanitarian advocate, Thelma captivates crowds today with her dynamic live show. My Motown memories and more. What a nice outfit. The car looks snazzy. It looks like a nice BMW convertible. Doing the parade in style.
She is, and you know, she has been a longtime Palm Springs favorite because of her allyship to the LGBTQ community.
And she looks stunning in that red. She got her parade wave down, too. I don't think this is her first rodeo.
Nice to see the bow on that vehicle as well. That's the way to do Palm Springs in a convertible.
Absolutely.
Always convertible weather here in the Coachella Valley. Getting a little bit chillier out here this evening, but still for a December night, we're really blessed. It's feeling fantastic. And we have some more performers taking part in the 33rd Annual Festival of Lights Parade. Next up is the Desert Hot Springs High School Golden Eagle Regiment under the direction of Mr. Anthony Rodriguez. They're a powerful ensemble bringing their sound, their sharp precision, and their eagle pride to every performance. The Golden Eagle Regiment is delighted to share the season with all of us here tonight, and they extend their heartfelt wishes for a warm, joyful, and safe holiday celebration. Go Golden Eagles!
Yeah, you know, Desert Hot Springs is one of the younger cities in the valley, and the regiment's appearance shows how every corner of the Coachella Valley is represented on Palm Canyon Drive tonight.
Talked about the youth of Desert Hot Springs. I was out there a few weekends ago for their Desert Nights on the Boulevard. It's something that they do on Saturdays to entertain the great people that live in that city. It's a free event, and I've been speaking with the people who work with the city, and they want to do their best to make it inclusive, to make it vibrant, and they're doing that. And when you see those performers right there, it looks like they're raising them correctly.
Absolutely.
Desert Hot Springs, definitely a city that's evolving and changing and doing a great job. We know their city, their police, everyone works so hard there. And, you know, they repeatedly post some of the lowest crime rates in the Coachella Valley, too. So it's great to see Desert Hot Springs continue to put their name on the map and grow.
And it's worth the drive just over there because it's the best view of the valley you're going to find.
Yeah.
Is from Desert Hot Springs looking back over this direction.
Very much agree to that. Hey, let us celebrate some service. You just saw the California Cadet Corps. 186th Battalion of the California Cadet Corps from Shadow Hills High School. Joining us tonight under the direction of CACC Second Lieutenant Omar Castro.
And behind them, Winter Horses and Arthur and DW. You may remember this float returns to Palm Canyon Drive. Arthur and his little sister, DW, straight from Elwood City, bringing some smiles, some sibling mischief, and tons of heart. Generations grew up with Arthur's curiosity and DW's unforgettable attitude, and tonight they're here to share in the sparkle of the season.
And this does come from the beloved PBS series, making it a nod to public television and literacy.
And that's another really extended long float there, lit up all the way down with the characters. That's a fun one for the kids in the audience to see and for the adults to see as well. Next up, we have the Rubidoux High School Delta Alliance Corps. They're here from Jurupa Valley, visiting from the Rubidoux High School Delta Alliance Corps. Tonight, 70 members of this outstanding 135-member ensemble representing Jurupa Unified School District. Their musicianship, their precision, their pride shining through every step of the way. I'd love to listen in and hear their performance.
Valley, 70 strong.
Yep.
You got to commend the people that transported all these entertainers here tonight as well. And for all the people that came from outside of the Coachella Valley, thank you, because it just makes this parade that much more special.
Yeah. Now this group is different because they're using metallics to really play with light, and that's an easy way to like dazzle the audience.
And dazzle they did. They got a nice applause there from the fans here at Toro Canyon, which is where our NBC Palm Springs set is set up here right next to the Starbucks, if you're familiar with the area. So we are smack dab in the middle of the parade, and we get a great view from where we're seated of Cat in the Hat, Cold Air. This is a larger-than-life cold air balloon bringing Dr. Seuss's mischievous magic to Palm Canyon Drive with bold colors, whimsical curves, and that iconic hat. Now, we don't have a height here for Cat in the Hat, but this is one of the taller balloons that we've seen come through.
Yeah. It's anchored to a wheelbase to make it easier to maneuver when we have these gusty desert winds that we sometimes do at Festival of Lights.
Flanked by what I think I saw was the Palm Springs Library as well. So we wanted to give a shout out to them and all the libraries throughout the Coachella Valley. I certainly love my local library.
Yeah, I do too.
Palm Springs Library with some renovations this year too. They are going through some changes, and when they open up, it's going to be a wonderful facility for the community to take advantage of. It should be brand new, very modern, and everything for the kids and adults to enjoy.
Let's enjoy this. Making their festive debut tonight is the Desert Winds LGBA Pop Band. I believe I saw them being towed by a Tesla truck, which is always fun to see. This exciting new ensemble represents the larger 110-member Desert Winds Symphonic Band, the only all-volunteer community band in the desert, known for their upbeat style and inclusive spirit. They're thrilled to join the Festival of Lights Parade for the very first time. I like this song as well.
Yeah.
With music that moves in a community that shines, the Desert Winds Pop Band brings pure holiday joy to this parade route tonight.
A big finish there for Desert Winds LGBA.
That's a beautiful float.
Last Christmas, I'll give you my heart. Did it so well.
The next approaching vehicle is the Movie Cars group. Here from the TV and movie cars from Star Cars Central, replica and tribute vehicles from the shows and films that we grew up watching. Leading the way, Herbie the Love Bug, the Disney favorite that's captured hearts for generations. Love hearing the little horn, the little boop, boop.
As we called Olivia, that's Ocho.
Ocho.
Ocho, yes. From Herbie Goes Bananas, one of my favorites.
Lightning McQueen races in from Pixar's Cars with his pit crew as well. Fans of Knight Rider will spot the talking legend Kit, and then from Jurassic Park, the famous Ford Explorer and Jeep tributes. So thank you to Star Cars Central for keeping the Hollywood magic rolling through the Festival of Lights Parade.
Steven, do you have a favorite car? I'm biased with the Punch Bug. But
yeah, that is right when I was growing up, so I'm going to say that was my favorite.
What about the Knight Rider, though? You got to love Kit.
I love Kit, yeah. Now, last year they had the DeLorean.
Yes, they always have really neat cars going through. I'm excited to see that. Did the Jurassic Park Ford Explorer pass us already?
It was the blue one. It was on the right, left side of the screen, right side. There we go.
We've got another Jeep coming through. Jurassic Park, fantastic movie series. That whole group of movies now. And that's a fun one. I'm not really sure there's a Jurassic Park, Christmas association, but
we can make one tonight. We'll make one tonight.
I'm sure the dinosaurs would have loved
It's prehistoric. Right?
Here, I've got a connection for you. The prehistoric Christmas, the Magic of Lights drive-through Christmas festival at the Empire Polo Club. They have their prehistoric Christmas lights up right now.
Okay.
So you can go see dinosaur Christmas celebrations happening. I don't know where I pulled that one from, but
just connected it.
All right, it's nice to celebrate our local high schools here in the Coachella Valley, stepping in with pride and tradition. Here come the Coachella Valley Mighty Marching Arabs. This talented ensemble looks forward to the Festival of Lights Parade every year, especially the joy of seeing so many smiling faces along Palm Canyon Drive. They want to thank the entire crowd for making this celebration so bright and memorable. From the the mighty marching Arabs. To all of you, may your holiday season be fun, festive, and safe. Let's listen in. Stephen, for us at the station, we usually cover these schools' football teams.
Yeah.
You know, we're out there for the basketball games, but it's great to showcase the other talented students that go to these institutions. As you can see, they're entertaining hundreds of thousands of people tonight. This is incredible.
Yeah, these school programs, you know, you can't talk enough about how they give kids confidence and mentorship and a sense of belonging.
I'm glad you brought up confidence. Could you imagine doing the drums in front of this many people? You're on television, you're streaming online, and you said you've got a good portion of the Coachella Valley community watching you live in person. It has to build character moving on in life.
Feliz Navidad playing behind us as they continue on through this parade. You mentioned the sports and talking about some of the football teams. I wanted to mention we have more NBC Palm Springs team members out here this evening. Our Tim O'Brien and Alondra Campos are teamed up. They're at the end of the parade. They're doing the actual parade announcing this evening. So as these groups head through, they're on the microphone letting everyone know who's in attendance tonight, who is going through. So it's fun. We've got the NBC Palm Springs team all up and down this parade. And as I said, we are more than happy to be a part of this. It's one of our favorite nights. We love stepping out from behind the desk to celebrate all of you and to celebrate the holidays.
Now let's give a big Palm Springs welcome to our special guest star, the First Lady of Modernism Week, Nelda Linsk. You can't say Palm Springs without saying Modernism, so it's great that we can mark that here. The glamorous gal in yellow featured in the iconic Slim Aarons photograph, which so perfectly depicts the Palm Springs good life poolside gossip. What a terrific outfit there, and matches the convertible in tow. Nelda's star on the world-famous Palm Springs Walk of the Stars will be rededicated during Modernism Week, 11 o'clock in the morning. Mark your calendars, Thursday. That's February 12th of next year. Everyone's invited. It's a free event. It's right near the Sunny Bono Fountain on Palm Canyon Drive.
Yeah.
A longtime realtor, philanthropist, style icon, Nelda is a much-loved part of the magic that makes Palm Springs like no place else. P.S.
And right behind her, getting a lot of cheers and attention tonight, is Find Food Bank, Find Regional Food Bank, as they've rebranded this year. They provide nutritious meals to over 120,000 people through a network of 155 distribution sites, including community mobile markets and nearly 100 non-profit partners. We know this year that they have had an increase in demand, and they have stepped up to continue to help the Coachella Valley. We've done a number of stories talking to the staff over at Find Regional Food Bank, and we're really thankful that we have them to serve those who are in need in our Coachella Valley.
Yeah, they distribute over 20 million pounds of food a year.
It's incredible.
And, you know, the fun and the costumes belie the serious work because they serve some of the most food insecure communities in our region.
The roar behind us is for Daniel Tiger, dressed in his cozy red hoodie. Daniel waves to all the kids along the parade route as he does his limbo there. How low can Daniel go? Apparently very low. And he's brought his favorite blue stuffed friend, Tiggy.
I don't know if you have young ones around the house. Daniel the Tiger is very popular. It's a very popular cartoon. I've watched several hours.
Can you give us the shout that the kids do for him?
Yay! I'm not that familiar.
I think it's Ugga Mugga.
Okay.
I think that's the shout. You can hear it kind of in the background, the kids yelling it.
You know it better than me, but it's nice to see Daniel the Tiger. And how nice to see all those volunteers operating that balloon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make out the jerseys that they're wearing, but it looks like some sort of hockey affiliation. We'll have to check in on that.
Yeah, you know a balloon is tall in this parade when the spotlight is kind of stretching to reach it.
Yeah, the top of Daniel's head is dark because he is so tall. Thankfully, we have that drone view from Hollywood Drones to showcase that. We thank Hollywood Drones for being here with us this evening to give us that beautiful overhead and show you just how many people are lined up here along Palm Canyon celebrating the holidays and celebrating our Coachella Valley community.
You know, I have to tell you, I just got a text from the judges stand, and NBC just went by, and Scott Nevins and Nona Watson caught snowballs.
Oh.
So they're cheering for NBC Palm Springs right now while we're welcoming the next entrance.
I slipped them some cash before the show.
I believe
so.
we have a
Yeah.
web shot of our NBC Palm Springs camera there. That's our float with Jerry Steffen there on the right, and you just saw Thalia Hayden standing, waving to the crowd as well.
And we have to mention Honorary Grand Marshal Machen Amick, who's making her way through. I'm sure recognize her from some of her unforgettable roles in Twin Peaks, Riverdale, and many fan favorites. She brings both talent and heart to every project. Off screen, she's a dedicated mental health advocate as well through her Palm Springs-based foundation, Don't Mind Me. She works tirelessly to expand access to mental health support for those who are in need. So we're so glad she's here in our Coachella Valley. We celebrate her artistry, her compassion, and her incredible impact on our community.
One of our reporters, Brett Rosen, did a story with Machen about her dedication to giving back to those that work to combat issues involving mental health. So it's great to see someone not only giving back to their community, but dedicating their time to a difficult subject to talk about, such as that.
And it's an important topic around the holidays as well. So we thank Machen for her hard work. And Don't Mind Me, if you are in need of some services that focus on mental health, you can always check them out, and I know they are happy to help. Our Lady of Perpetual Help Catholic School Drumline. They're right behind Machen, and they are beating the drums. We'll listen in to their performance tonight. There, that's not done yet. And who do we have next? Palm Springs Power Baseball is getting the crowd going. They are so fun to watch. The Power recently celebrated their third consecutive league title in the California Winter League, which returns January 2nd. They'll be playing again, so if you want to check them out, tickets start at $10. If you like watching baseball and you want to spend the night grabbing a hot dog and a drink, it's a very fun thing to do. And there's some up-and-coming talent. They have Rocky the Ram with them out here. He's their mascot, kind of like the Fuego of the Palm Springs Power World. So
now Stephen, Olivia was lucky enough to do some batting practice with this baseball team, and I'm pretty certain they made you an offer to play for them, did they not? At least close to one.
Well, I haven't signed the deal yet, Mark, but it should be going through any day now. But we had a lot of fun. We went over and I played softball in college, so I got to try to relive some of those skills. A little rusty, but it was
5 for 5.
Very fun.
3 of them out of the park.
Very fun, and we thank them for letting us join in. We like to showcase when their seasons are coming up. Support them.
Have you been to a Power baseball game yet?
I have. You don't underestimate them. They've sent, I think, dozens of players to the professional sports careers.
The Coachella Valley has just transformed into this sports mecca.
Yeah.
With the Firebirds, you've got Palm Springs Power, and I think it's just going to continue to grow, whether it's the pickleball teams. It's going to grow and grow, and the entertainment's just going to keep on coming. Get ready for sparkle and showmanship. Here comes Starstruck Dance Studio. They're based in Yucca Valley. This award-winning studio offers both recreational classes and competitive teams recognized across California. Tonight, they're bringing big city magic to Palm Springs with their Christmas in New York. That's the theme of their float, inspired by Rockefeller Center and the world-famous Rockettes. Let's watch and listen. Kidding with dancers of all shapes and sizes. My goodness, how little was that one?
I know. Yeah. They're one of my favorite groups. That was an incredible float.
Yeah, they turned Palm Canyon into the main stage today.
Yeah, how sweet was that?
It's good that they mentioned Rockefeller Center and how their theme is tied into that. But on Thursday, we saw the world's most famous Christmas tree get lit live on NBC Palm Springs. I believe it was close to about 8 o'clock at night. But it's always one of my favorite things of the year to see Rockefeller Center, even if it's through a television screen, but to see that big spruce light up and the big celebration around that ice rink.
And the story this year about where it came from in the family, honoring the father.
Sweet. And the other thing too, out front they have Prometheus, the gold statue. They just sort of re-gilded it, if you will. So it's refurbished, and you know, if you're going to be someone who's in New York, check it out. It's always a fun sight to see.
The Desert Burners Bicycle Brigade making their way zigzagging, crossing. I think I see a Buddy the Elf amongst the group as well. This playful group of Burning Man participants arrives on dazzling custom-lit bicycles, bursting with color, creativity, and holiday sparkle. They're gliding through. This is a choreographed routine where they crisscross, they spin their way down Palm Canyon Drive alongside the vibrant Sunny Cycle. They say their mission tonight is to spread joy, share their artistic spirit, and to wish everyone a very happy holiday season.
I think I see Lonnie Garfield. Of course, she photographs almost every event in the valley. She's on this float.
And to second what Olivia said, I did see Buddy the Elf.
Buddy the Elf.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
A group definitely with the spiritual side. So we see some desert burners right there.
And the Sunny Cycles group there, very popular with birthday parties that come out to the desert or bachelorette parties. You always see them riding down Palm Canyon having a blast. So it's kind of become a bit of a staple or a little bit of an iconic part of the Coachella Valley is when you have a group there dressed in their outfits having a very fun night. I think downtown Palm Springs is just synonymous with fun.
Absolutely.
Bustling, it's always a good time down here. But I think in addition to the performers, man, did Mother Nature provide for this festival. Because last year was a little bit colder. Right now, it is just perfectly comfortable. I could do a tea if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but it's, you know, it's nice that the weather's cooperating.
I wish the viewers at home could actually feel the vibe here tonight, honestly, because there is such a peaceful vibe. I mean, there's got over 100,000 people watching, and it feels so intimate. It's so calm.
Hopefully they're getting that through the screen. And we want to mention this float that's going by is absolutely beautiful. This is the Palm Springs City Parks float, celebrating the beautiful outdoor spaces that make Palm Springs such a vibrant place to live and play. From playgrounds and sports fields to dog parks, trails, family events, Palm Springs Parks helps to provide our neighbors together year-round fun. Their float honors the joy of gathering, exploring, and creating memories under our desert sky. We've got the new downtown park in Palm Springs, which has proved to be very popular. We saw last night at Francis Stevens Park. That was the big tree lighting ceremony. I know when you think of the desert and all the sand, you don't necessarily think of some of our outdoor park spaces, but Palm Springs really does a great job of creating some wonderful areas.
Yeah, and I can see Jason Ajaya on this float. He's a commissioner on the parks, but he's also one of the people who teaches the free fitness classes in Demuth Park.
Oh,
yes. You know, there's so many of our parks that offer free fitness and activities for the family.
Get everybody up and going, and it's no barrier because there's no cost.
Bring holiday cheer from Scottsdale, Arizona. Talk about a road trip for this group. This is the Desert Mountain High School Marching Band. For more than 30 years, this talented ensemble has proudly represented Desert Mountain with musicianship, discipline, and school spirit. Under the direction of Jackson Snyder, led tonight by drum majors Natalie Pritchazak and Zane Holman. They're excited to share their own festive sound with the Festival of Lights crowd. Let's listen in.
marching band. Thank you again to them for traveling from Arizona, always expanding, making this event really feeling like it's larger than the Coachella Valley. It's great to see how much it's grown over the years, and it really feels like a top-notch production.
So I believe we had a Snickerdoodle ornament. Let's graduate to the Gingerbread boy ornament, adding festive color to our parade tonight. Ornament traditions, as we talked about, started back in the 1800s. We spoke about this. You said you have a ornament from your grandmother that you hang every year. Is that correct?
Yeah. Some from my grandma. She hand picks them out, or I have some hand painted ones too that are really lovely. Ornaments are so special. They just decorate the tree in such a great way, and you could think back to, oh, it was this year, or oh, we did this thing, we took this trip, and really your Christmas tree becomes a living little memory wall for you.
Our family always hung chocolates on the Christmas tree, and with a family full of boys, they were devoured well before the presents were opened. But it's nice that every family has their tradition. Merry Christmas.
The gingerbread ornament, they're 12 feet tall, had some handlers who were saying hi to Steve and Hanky. Are you familiar with the Gingerbread Boys?
Well, I'm in Andreas Hills. They call it the Bel Air of Palm Springs, and actually they asked me to say that before the parade. But that was Louis Camacha, who was one of the dancers in Madonna's Vogue video, who was saying hello to us.
There are a lot of...
Which might be Dave, Digi-Dave's.
It's Digi-Dave's Special Someone.
Digi-Dave's Special Someone, exactly.
It is, absolutely.
Someone. Palm Springs High School sings and strings. The Palm Springs High School Symphonic Orchestra and choirs up next, now in their 19th year under the direction of Dr. Jason Powell. These talented musicians are celebrated through Palm Springs and across the valley. Their repertoire spans classical masterpieces, movie scores, jazz standards, folk tunes, festival works, and they perform nearly 20 selections across 15 concerts each year.
So that was Sings and Strings, and from that we go to this. We have Miss California Volunteer Pageant. Welcome them, as they are the title holders for 2026. A great shot that you're about to see with, would we call them a crown or tiara? What would you call that, Steve?
I just call these ladies title holders, and I love, you know, there's an art to this. It's, you know, elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, clutch the pearls and throw a kiss. And it takes some practice.
So we have Preston Bueno, your Miss California volunteer, is a business graduate from Cal Poly Pomona, not far away, currently applying to dental school. And joining her, we have Genesis Quiet, your Miss California teen volunteer, recent graduate with a 4.3 GPA, the founder of Active Reading, a literacy initiative supporting children in shelters and foster care across not only California, but also in Nairobi, Kenya.
Yeah.
Two inspiring young women for sure, and that's always fun to have, you know, our groups out here. I think any age out here will be inspired by not only the marching bands, but some of the talent that's gone through, and like Machen Amick, the way she's given back, and Matt Sorum. We have a really community that's just dedicated to not only succeeding, but then giving back to our Coachella Valley, which is fantastic.
Well, really, Olivia, when you think about it, everyone we're watching tonight, they're giving us a gift.
Yeah.
None of these people are getting paid tonight. This is all free volunteer service to the community that they love.
The Palm Desert Charter Middle School Marching Panthers and Color Guard up next. They're calling themselves a powerhouse performance. They're an award-winning band featuring their Color Guard that's won the California State Championship not once, not twice, but 5 consecutive years. The Panthers perform the school band. They regularly compete at the high school level with remarkable success. They're under the direction of Anthony Huerta and Color Guard instructor Jose Pena. These young performers shine with skill, pride, and Panther spirit, and we get to see that on full display right now.
You know, the flags that they're twirling, I mean, I haven't seen anything as visually dazzling as that tonight. The pattern that they chose really works.
We've seen before sort of the elf theme, but they're doing a blue ensemble.
Yeah.
And I think that diversity might attract the judges.
I think they're just gonna love them. They're fully lit and they've got the sleeves cut off, so they're raring to win.
It's a gun show, right?
And they
it's a
have
gun show today.
A lot of performers with them. Parade. I feel like it's gone by so fast because we've been having so much fun, but we've already been broadcasting for an hour and a half of the Festival of Lights Parade. So if you've been with us from the start, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us for the 33rd annual. It gets better every single year, more participants. And if you're waiting for Santa Claus at the very end, he is the main attraction and he is not to be missed.
He's on his way.
This is great to hear what you're about to hear in just a few moments, bringing rich tradition and dazzling color to Palm Canyon Drive. We have the Cathedral City High School Ballet Folklorico presents Navidad en Mexico, a joyful celebration of Mexican Christmas traditions. Let's listen in really quickly. As they stop there, under the direction of Mr. Gabriel Ruiz and Executive Captain Camila Ruiz, these talented dancers perform a lively Jalisco step to festive mariachi rhythms. And this is not just great music, but it is loud music, as we can all hear.
Wow, that is one of the crowd favorites there.
It is.
That marks their 8th year in the festival, adding beloved cultural flair to this magical holiday night. It might be tough to hear it on television, but you can hear their shoes as well, doing almost a tap number as we watch and hear the Ballet Folklorico.
Yeah, we're so lucky to live in California that we get so much of this Mexican heritage that we get to enjoy and appreciate. It makes us a richer community.
A really beautiful performance, and we get the best seats here right on Tahquitz Canyon and Palm Canyon Drive. They stopped to do the big show for the bleachers, the grandstand there, so we got to watch really that full thing, and they really did a fantastic job. Their executive captain and their director should be very proud of the work that they've put in, because that was a special performance, and I think they had everybody here captivated. No eyes were leaving that performance.
Yeah. The audience is definitely responding. It's a louder applause than we've heard from.
I'm personally just I'm in love with the folklorico dresses.
I'm in love with the entire tradition.
And to add to the sparkle of it, you get the holiday lights on the costume. I think it just adds to
the sombreros as well.
Yeah.
We have the Mike Bike coming up next, rolling in with rhythm and some serious holiday fun. Palm Springs' one and only karaoke party bike. The unique ride lets up to 12 passengers cruise through downtown, choosing from more than 68,000 songs on a professional karaoke system. Is somebody singing right now?
No.
It's open to all ages, making it a perfect way for families and friends to celebrate special occasions. Steven, I'm putting you on the spot right now. If you were going to karaoke on the Mike Bike, what are you karaokeing to?
I think I would convince one of you to do I Got You, Babe.
I got you.
Yeah, we have to do a Sonny and Cher.
Yeah, we can Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, or, you know, I'll let you do. You Sonny and Cher.
I'm signed up for it.
I will gladly do that with
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Perfect.
This is the kind of world I want to live in.
It's a nice mention too, because Sonny, with ties to Palm Springs, the former mayor, and I'm sure his
He's got a statue downtown.
He does.
Yes,
I'm
and the
sure
Sunny Bono National Wildlife Refuge at the Salton Sea.
Yeah, you
Did
know,
it
if you
before
go
that.
downtown and you look at his statue, you'll notice his fingers pointing out, and it's very, very polished because people touch it.
Yeah.
And I always tell visitors that they do it for good luck, that if you touch his finger, he'll give you like a share wish.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to need
And
to
they
go
believe me.
get some good luck. Palm Canyon Theater here celebrating its 29th season in downtown Palm Springs. The Holiday Company presents the beloved musical Annie, featuring a multi-generational cast, iconic songs like Tomorrow, It's a Hard Knock Life. This heartwarming show is a perfect gift for audience of all ages, and you can catch Annie now through December 21st at Palm Canyon Theater. They bring Broadway magic to the desert. We are so fortunate here in the Coachella Valley to have so many performing arts venues and areas where you can watch these performers shine, and the Palm Canyon Theater is one of those.
You know, it's a great theater. It's a small but historic theater, and I love how every year they just turn Palm Canyon into kind of a rolling season preview.
it's not the biggest float, but I think they're doing a whole lot more with less.
Yeah.
Would you not agree?
I absolutely agree.
A few Annies in there. Oh, and they've got a pup as well, who
Oh,
seems
my
to be
gosh.
having a very fun time. You know, speaking of theaters, we can't forget the Plaza Theater here in downtown Palm Springs, which we're not too far from, just over here over our
Right behind
shoulder.
us.
You know, the grand reopening after they refurbished the inside, kept all of the historic traditions, and really they said it was just a nuts and bolts redo. They didn't change anything, just gave it an upgrade, and its grand opening with Cynthia Erivo was a major success.
Mark Meadows joining her, and I believe they have another show happening tomorrow night as well on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll have to stop by.
Just one of many events for the newly renovated Plaza Theater in downtown Palm Springs.
Yeah, they've booked it out for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And it's just nonstop headline performers.
Long awaited.
Bringing music to the front with power and pride, here comes the El Modena High School Vanguard Marching Band and Color Guard. With energy, passion, and flawless precision, the standout ensemble proudly represents the heart of Orange County from their home in vibrant Orange, California, under the direction of Mike Alvarez and Color Guard coach Rayanne Marquez. The Vanguards are thrilled to share their dynamic sound and spirited performance with the Festival of Lights crowd tonight. To forget that Orange County is just a few steps away. Highway 74 or whatever road you take to get there, but Orange County is just a great place to visit or to check out. And we thank that group traveling here tonight because they're providing some great entertainment.
Yeah, as someone who was born and raised in Orange County, it's always fun to see the area represented here. And if you're a Dodger fan like myself, a little fun fact, Freddie Freeman graduated from El Medina, so he played baseball there, and then, you know, the rest is history.
He's a pretty good baseball
Yeah, I
player.
would
Last time
say
I checked,
so.
he can hit home run or two.
Yeah,
Right.
a couple of World Series under his belt. La Quinta High School cheer follows up next as I get some thumbs down for the NBC crew that is not a Dodger fan back here. We've got
Oh,
some
no.
Giants fans on the production
Okay.
team. So maybe in a decade or so, he can celebrate a World Series. La Quinta High School cheer and their program of amazing athletes. They're led by dedicated head coach Sarah Fisher, assistant coach Riley Weddit, and Brittany Jimenez, whose guidance helped these cheerleaders shine on and off the mat. Loud cheers here for La Quinta High School Blackhawks cheer program. Let's listen in.
It's great to see La Quinta High School representing here on Palm Canyon Drive. And from La Quinta High School, in just a moment, you are about to see the red box balloon. Look at that beautiful box that's coming down the street. If you could open it, what amazing surprises might be inside? I guess that's anyone's guess. Gift giving began in ancient Rome during New Year's celebrations. It later blossomed in Victoria, England, where kindness and holiday cheer made exchanging presents a cherished tradition. Today, we give gifts for every celebration imaginable. This brightly colored box stands nearly 20 feet tall. You're going to see the people just beneath it right now doing their best to twirl it in circles. The brightly colored block stands nearly 20 feet tall with dozens of helpers guiding it. Give this giant gift a big holiday cheer. So I'm going to ask you guys appropriately, what did you get me for the holidays?
I got you that big gift right there, so you're going to have to wait till the float and parade is done so you can open it. And I'll tell you, Mark, curling that much ribbon was not easy.
Well, yeah. You got to be careful with the scissor.
Yeah.
Right? I've curled some ribbon in
giant
my
pair of
day.
scissors.
And I'm giving you the night of karaoke.
Oh, well, you know,
right.
hey, you've got me, babe.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
This
a
is a
gift
good
for
remind-
everyone.
Yeah, I think so. This is a good reminder that this parade is one of the nicest gifts that the city gives to residents and visitors all year long. You know, it's the biggest gift on the block tonight.
We should point out, too, in the spirit of gift giving, on Wednesday, we're going to be at Palm Springs Fire Station 2 for that big toy drive.
Yes.
I think you're going to be out there as well. It starts at 6 in the morning, goes to 7 p.m. at night. So you have all day Wednesday to donate. Just head out to Palm Springs Fire Station 2. It's right by the Palm Springs International Airport. We would love your help because it's going to make the holidays just a little more cheerful.
Yes.
For some folks who may not have the means and the what's necessary to get presents under their tree this time of year.
Those gifts are going to the Palm Springs Boys and Girls Club, and then we're also teaming up with the Cathedral City Boys and Girls Club for their holiday posada, so we love getting involved with all of those. And thank you to everyone who's donated already or is going to donate on those days, because without you, we can't have those be a successful event. We want to mention Esser Services. Esser Air Conditioning just went by. We don't want to forget them. They're the Tour de Palm Springs, the entire Esser family, thanking everyone for supporting them, and we thank them for being here tonight.
Did you play Sega Genesis growing up?
Me?
I did not.
You did not?
No.
It was, I've always wanted a Sega, and it's really because of that character right there, Sonic the Hedgehog, which I think he's diversified and he's on all major consoles right now. But speeding into the Festival of Lights Parade at record-breaking pace, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog. This blue bird has raced through video games, TV shows, and movies now. Tonight he's here to bring lightning-fast excitement to Palm Canyon Drive. With his signature attitude, heroic heart, and supersonic charm, Sonic is all ready to greet fans tonight of all ages along this parade route. He's got really fast feet.
Yeah, he's got really fast feet.
Really fast feet.
You know, and I think with the recent movies, it sort of bridges the parents' nostalgia with the kids' fandom. So it's a fun entry in the parade.
Very fun indeed. And the Reindeer Games push float is up next. This is the second, I believe, push float that we've had this evening. They're fun to see. We were mentioning they've got more of that traditional look. They've got a cheerful gingerbread arch, towering giant lollipops, 3 adorable reindeer. They set the scene all wrapped in festive greenery and a bright red Happy Holidays ribbon. It's the City of Palm Springs push float. It's a candy-coated bit of Christmas magic rolling down the parade route, which they say they hope will delight kids, grown-ups, and anyone with a sweet tooth.
I don't know about the two of you, but from at a distance, I was fooled. Those look like real reindeer.
Now that would be impressive if we had 3 live reindeer up on the float here at Palm Canyon. Well, we could have had bighorn sheep, perhaps, make it a little more regional.
Right.
Yeah, we got to give a shout out to the handlers in the sparkling outfits, because they're really selling this float.
I believe they were at the tree lighting with Pablo Alsina.
Head-to-toe sequence. That is their look. Harupa Valley High School Band. They're up next, the high school Silver Brigade. They're under the direction of Mr. Wells. It's a talented ensemble, bringing bright sound, sharp precision, and impressive school spirit to every performance. They're one of our few final performances here. We just have about 4 left. They earned 2nd place in a competition for a high percussion section, proof of their dedication and their musical excellence. So they are hoping you enjoy the festive rhythm and the proud stride of the Silver Brigade.
If someone's a boy or a girl at home right now, the countdown to Santa has officially begun. I think we've got 4 to go, so start making those lists.
Yes, check them twice. I'm sure Santa can receive the wish list through the TV. We talk to Santa a lot here on NBC Palm Springs, so if you have a little one at home, send us your wish list. Next time we see Santa, we'll put in a good word for you.
All right, we are going to watch the ascending of this wreath right here. Look up into the sky. Here comes the Merry Holiday wreath with bright green and bold reds. It adds cheer to the winter season. Wreaths have symbolized victory and celebration throughout history and were brought to America by early settlers. They can be made from pine, cedar, laurel, mistletoe, or dried fruits. Tonight's wreath is 4,000 cubic feet of helium with 24 carolers guiding it. We were talking about it earlier. I believe there's a wreath auction, multiple ones, but there's one in Cathedral City over at the Roost.
At the Roost.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I believe Thalia was at one in Palm Springs the other night.
I was at 849, I believe, was that.
Right.
And man, some of the wreaths that our community created were stunning.
Yeah.
Some people need to go into professional wreath making. I'm not sure if that's a career path, but wow, they were really fabulous. And I know a lot of them went for some great, the money goes to great causes here in the Coachella Valley.
Yep.
So, wonderful night.
I particularly like the scent of a wreath. It might be tough to manage in Palm Springs because of the climate, but it's always great when you see a wreath on someone's front door, so welcoming this time of year. Always nice to be accompanied by a nice red bow,
Yep.
which I believe
And this giant one is like Palm Springs' way of hanging a welcome sign all over downtown.
You know, you mentioned the smell. I do miss that I have an artificial Christmas tree this year. You miss that pine smell. I don't miss the mess so much of the pine needles that shed and fall underneath. It's a little easier for me to put up, but
no skirt under the fake Christmas tree.
a small little fluffy one, but nothing to catch all the
For decorative
yes,
purposes,
just
of
for-
course, right.
Just for decorative purposes, but there's nothing like the smell of a Christmas tree.
All right, let's celebrate local tonight. Who do we have here, Olivia?
We have the Desert Mirage High School cheer team. It's an award-winning squad. Man, I feel like I've said that for almost every performance. We have so many award-winning squads in the Coachella Valley. The pride and joy of their school, led by captains Janessa, Jackie, Ebony, and Ashley. These hard-working athletes have been training all year long to perfect these routines, and tonight's parade performance is their final showcase before they head to the CIF competition in January. So let's make sure that we tell them, hey, you guys are ready to go, with a big round of applause and some words of encouragement when they're done performing tonight.
So we're going to have cheer first, and then I believe another marching band.
Yeah, you know, Desert Mirage, it serves many farm worker and rural communities, and so the Mighty Scarlet Regiment is a point of pride for communities that are sometimes underrepresented in broadcasts and at parades.
As we do get ready for the marching band, and as we watch these dancers move their way down Palm Canyon, and before we get to Santa, which we have that countdown clock, of course, that's underway. Do you guys have a favorite just yet?
A favorite just yet? Wow.
We can wait till everyone's
Steven?
done.
I
We
don't,
wanna
those
be-
folkloric dancers,
Yeah.
really.
And then the really lit up, there was one float that went through. I need to go back and look, but one of them was really just special.
Yeah.
There have been some really, it's hard to choose. Everyone's so great.
But I think we need to give a shout out to the organizers of the parade, because I don't think people know it's really hard to keep a parade tight like this.
Yes.
We haven't seen any gaps tonight. We haven't seen any delays that we would normally see at this parade. So they're doing an amazing job.
And the goal was to get it in 2 hours, and we are approaching that mark here with our 2 final performances of the evening. So it's really gone smoothly so far. And let's listen in to Desert Mirage High School's Mighty Scarlet Regiment Ram Band and Pageantry. snowman, and they've split the sea there as Santa Claus makes his way down the final entry of tonight's parade, the moment we have all been waiting for. Sharing a little laughter and joy. You know him well, and he knows you even better. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Mr. Santa Claus, with, I believe, Mrs. Claus behind him, and all of the reindeer. A brief stop in the Coachella Valley before he has to head all around the world.
Yeah.
It's true. Everyone really does vacation here.
Yeah.
Even if you've got a place in the North Pole.
You know, and what we're not seeing is the eyes of all of the children along this parade route that are seeing Santa for the first time this season.
Hi, Santa.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, NBC Palm Springs.
Oh, listen to that, Santa. We must be on the nice list. There's no way he would have done that.
NBC Palm Springs. Merry Christmas to you, Santa.
And thank you, Mrs. Claus.
We've been good, we promise.
What a gentleman. He's charioting his first lady around. That's
That
quite the
is
man there.
really an incredible float with all of the reindeer on it. It almost gives you the feeling that he is just flying right down Palm Canyon. Again, a thank you to Hollywood Drones for capturing that image of Santa, bringing the spirit of Christmas to life here as the band plays us out for the end of the 33rd annual Palm Springs Festival of Lights Parade. And what a night it has been.
I mean, it's incredible. I think you spoke about it. But it started with the Palm Springs Police Department, and then it ends with Santa. But at least for me, it's felt like it's been 5 minutes.
I know.
I feel like we could just keep going. It's been so entertaining and exciting. And as Olivia talked about, I think it really is one of the greatest events of the entire year. For all that happens here every year.
Yeah,
this
it's
really
my favorite
is,
parade.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
And you know, thinking back to some of my favorites as well, I thought the Firebirds float is always a big hit. That one always looks great. I love the Palm Springs Air Museum helicopter too.
Oh.
That was a great shout out. And seeing Fred Bell dressed up as Santa Claus made my night. So I hope he had a fun time too. Palm Springs Air Museum with a great showing this evening.
I'm going to say the Cathedral City High School Ballet Folklorico.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. I think, especially this year, let's give them a shout out. I think they need one and deserve one. But you know, I've seen when Manny goes by, the power of NBC's team, and especially Manny on that loudspeaker, the crowd goes crazy. The crowd really goes crazy to be able to see you guys in person, like up close.
I think for that review, he's going to get 4 kisses from Manny, because that's what Manny does when he does his
I'll
movie
take all of it
reviews.
from
4 out of
Manny.
4. You know, and it's funny because Manny's probably the one person at NBC Palm Springs who doesn't need a megaphone, but we give him one to walk down. And Manny is so much fun to work with, as we were saying, everyone here at NBC Palm Springs is. And hopefully our float receives some high marks tonight as well. We had some new snow coming off the back of it. It was really fantastic. And we hope you had fun at home joining us here for the 33rd annual parade, as much fun as we had out here. If you haven't been before, I recommend coming out and seeing this in person, because while it's so fun to see on TV, and we thank you for watching with us or for streaming with us, just the spirit of being here with the Coachella Valley and watching it in person is special.
And let's celebrate those folks who came from so far away. I believe Orange County was represented, Harupa Valley, and then that one group, Arizona.
Yeah.
All the way from Arizona. I guess Stockton could be a little bit farther based on the geographic distance. But regardless, if you're out of state, if you're local, it really does take a village. And all of these communities came together to provide for one exciting event and one exciting night.
Yeah, I mean, it really is the season for unity and coming together, and I think it says a lot about Palm Springs and this parade that people will travel so far to be able to walk down Palm Canyon Drive and be part of it.
Well, a final thank you to Hollywood Drones for giving those amazing drone shots throughout the evening, really putting in perspective just how grand this event is. And a thank you to DAP Health, and for Stephen for joining us tonight. This is your first time being part of our broadcast coverage, and I'd say you knocked it out of the park.
I thank you very much. This has been kind of a dream of mine, so thanks for making it happen. Christmas came early.
Yeah, well, thank you again, and thanks everyone for joining us.
Don't forget, we got a whole lot more coming up this evening here on NBC Palm Springs. We know our Tiani Jadalang is standing by in our studio. She's going to have the latest local headlines. That's coming up this evening. And we've got a lot of events coming up this weekend as well. We're going to be at the Air Museum tomorrow. I know you did a heart walk today, right?
Yes, the American Heart Association's Heart and Stroke Walk had a great turnout. Saw some of those cheerleaders there this morning.
Community. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. This is Stephen Henke. This is my colleague Olivia Sandusky. I'm Mark Mester. Thank you so much for joining us.